Going by trike. Here we go.
Here are the results of the paternity test.
Well, what the f? Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
What?
Come on, bro.
What you doing all that for?
Read this paper. What the f say?
What you mean? What?
Read what that say right there.
They need to do this over.
Negative. I'm not the father. I'm not the father. I ain't paying no more child support.
They need to do this over.
I ain't paying no more child support, dog. I swear to God, I already knew it, bro.
You know I want to talk first. Because she knew he wasn't the father. She knew that. Look at her face. Look at her body language. She knew he wasn't the daddy. She was like this.
Oh no!
What you mean? Yeah, what you mean? We need to do this over again. Like the results is gonna be different. Anyway, do your thing.
Hi everyone, this is Cheng.
And it's your boy Richie Rich. If you don't know, now you know. You know what this video is about. You're not the father. You are the father. It is what it is. Look, at home in the U.S., there was a lot of people. It's the dating culture as it is, the hookup culture, and people are sleeping around. People are getting around, and sometimes women don't even know who the father is, which is kind of sad. But look, even here in the Philippines, sometimes people don't know and don't even care sometimes who the father is, because sometimes people are just trying to have a baby before they turn a certain age in this culture.
Before they hit the wall, they want to be impregnated on purpose.
On purpose. I learned that. That was one of the things I learned recently, is people are trying to have babies before they turn a certain age here. But anyway, the point is, this video is about who's the father, who's not the father. And one of the things we really need to keep in mind and that we don't talk about is how it affects the child.
Yes.
We keep talking about what it does to children in single-parent families. We talk about boys who are more feminine, talk about girls who are more masculine. Do you think there's no correlation between that and single-parent families? Because I think there is. Just saying. Anyway, look, let's get into it. But before we do,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated of our latest videos. Let's get it.
You and Mr. Kaiser have been together for 6 years, have a 3-year-old son together, but claim he's now denying your 6-month-old son Isaac, and you're here to prove that he is the father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kaiser, you acknowledge one child with Miss England, but say Isaac is not yours.
We were in a relationship for 4.5 years before we finally split, and I went with the other man.
Okay. And so during that time you had one child?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then during the split,
Isaac was conceived.
This might be the baby of the man who she actually cheated on me with. So how am I going to raise this child?
I never cheated. I did not get...
But you had his phone number before you moved out.
But I did not
That's
have
considered
any
cheating.
it has been determined by this court. Mr. Kaiser, you are not the father.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kaiser.
You sure?
Are you sure? I'm so sorry.
I'm not ready to let go of the relationship, Your Honor. I love this man. This is the longest relationship I've ever been in.
And that's for you two to figure out if you can work it out.
This is the part where I'm going to cry.
It is heartbreaking to see a man break down.
I know.
When you see a grown-ass man break down like that, you know it meant something to him, right? Whatever's going on, it was something big. It was something strong. And she's talking about I never cheated on you. Yes, you did, because that's not his baby. So you was doing something with somebody else. And
the fact that she said that I love this man so much and this is the longest relationship she's been in, then why did you cheat in the first place? You should not be sleeping with someone else if you care about that man so much.
And then she's talking about after they pronounce that the baby's not his. So, I love this man. I ain't ready to end the relationship. I bet you ain't. Because you don't know who that baby belongs to, right? And you need some support. So I bet you're still trying to hold on to this man because he probably wasn't that bad of a man in the first place. Nobody's going to be perfect. But look, I mean, it's the whole 80-20 rule, right? Sometimes you got to decide 80% might be pretty damn good. And 20% maybe you could deal with. But some people just think that they should have the whole 100% of everything and they can't settle. But you know what? Okay.
I'm just saying that if you care about that man so much, never in your thoughts to cheat with someone else.
Yeah. All right, next video.
In the case of Miller versus Rasmussen, Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father. Miss Miller.
Be respectful.
Sorry.
Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve. You just showed me where your priorities were right there.
I'm sorry.
Because I held out hope that you weren't just acting a fool because you so mad at him because he cheated on you that you would cheat your child out of a father. But that cheering you did, what you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much.
Go ahead.
It saddens me because if you are a single mom, you would want someone to take care of your child.
Right.
Because a masculine or a father figure is very important to the growth of a child. Cheering that he's not the father, I mean, she should be happy that guy is willing to, take the responsibility of taking care of the child, I'm saying.
Right. Two things for me. As somebody who's been part of the judicial system for a long time, I love seeing a judge who regulates. And I don't know this judge's name, and I know it's a TV show and she's got to be a little bit more dramatic. But I love the fact that she regulates and she just jumped all down this girl's throat. First of all, if you're in the paternity court, that means you've been sleeping around because you're not sure who the father is. So you have no business cheering, jumping up and down and hoorahing, doing somersaults. You don't look like any less of a in this case, it don't even mean she know who the father is, right?
Know, yeah.
But it don't make you look like any less of a because if you wasn't a you wouldn't even be in the paternity court in the first place. Mm-hmm. So anyway, next video.
Mr. Threlkeld, you have entered this courtroom with a marriage on the brink of divorce. You state that while you were out of the country serving in the military, your wife paraded around town with other men. And she has admitted to cheating multiple times.
But hold on. Is it just me? She don't look like a man to you? I'm just saying. That's a lot of makeup. Wow. All right. First of all, shout out to my boy for serving in the military and keeping our country safe. But it's too bad that you got to come home to something like this. Some straight drama like this. Let's see what happens.
You claim you are not sure if you are the father of her third child, 18-month-old Liliana, and have asked the court for a paternity test.
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Threlkeld, you say you began exotic dancing to make extra money.
Yes,
because Mr. Threlkeld's military salary was inadequate to live on, and that led to a few indiscretions. You argue that Mr. Threlkeld treats your daughter, Liliana, differently than your other children, and are hoping today's DNA results will settle the matter once and for all.
Yes, Your Honor.
I just have to say this. So I know. She said that dude treats his daughter, the girl he thinks is his daughter, different than the other children. Duh! They ain't his babies. I mean, you can be nice to him, you can care about him. If you're lucky, you will even grow to love him. But he is under no obligation whatsoever to treat those babies like they're his babies, because they're not.
Now, Mr. Threlkeld, when did you first discover that your wife had been unfaithful?
Actually, ma'am, I was overseas in Afghanistan, and I was up in the Northeast, and a soldier of mine came up to me and tapped me on the boot, said, "Hey, I need to go outside. We need to talk right now." So earlier on in the day, me and him got into some words, so I thought we were going to, settle it. Well, it turns out his wife and my wife were friends, and she had found out that she was actually stripping as we spoke. And at the time, I found out about it. I thought, it was all just a hoax. So I went, calmly to the internet lounge, got on Facebook and asked her, "Hey, is it true you're doing what I told you I didn't want you doing at all?" And she didn't really say anything, honestly. And right after I left there, our base actually got attacked. And they actually turned off the internet for 3 weeks. So I was in the dark for 3 weeks. And then another 2 weeks after those 3 weeks went by, I got transferred to Bagram. And while I was at Bagram, I finally was able to get back online. And I get on Facebook, and there's some clown on there saying, liking all her skimpy photos.
Skimpy photo.
Was following her. He liked that she was started working at the club. So then I started doing a little bit of research, wondering, who this guy is. So I went to the phones and I called her and I said, hey, I know you're stripping. That I could somewhat deal with. Tell me about this guy that's going on. And she says, oh, it's nothing. It's just a friend, et cetera. The same BS that every girl says.
First of all, we were done. He hacked my Facebook. He invaded my privacy. And
He's your husband.
he looked into my stuff, into my messages.
So
That's how we found out.
What did he find?
There were messages, yes, but...
Actually, ma'am, see, she's gonna.
No.
That's already a lie. I got on there, and on the inbox, I see, oh, baby, I can't wait to see you later on tonight. I had a great time with you. I can't wait to see, last few days we spent together. It's been amazing.
These are the messages
Yes, ma'am.
you're seeing
Yes,
that
ma'am.
your wife is entertaining while you're serving your country.
Yes, ma'am. She didn't even say she needed the funds to support her family. Overseas, I was making $4,000 to $5,000 tax-free a month. Living in a $400
It wasn't even
rent
that much.
room.
Okay, Your Honor, there are expenses when you have kids. The money that was coming in, let's just be real, it wasn't enough to support the kids.
I gotta say, $5,000 tax-free is not enough.
Well, it depends on where you live. I mean, look, I know we're here in the Philippines, and $4,000 or $5,000 a month sounds like a lot of money here.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you, in California, you can't do anything with that much a month. No, $5,000, that's $60,000 a year, and that's not going to get it done. I've never watched this video before, so I don't know if he's the father or not the father, but I actually hope that baby is his because she's really a cute baby, actually.
In the case of Threlkeld versus Threlkeld, pertaining to 1-year-old Liliana, Mr. Threlkeld.
By the way, just for the record, I think it's his baby. I'm just looking at the two of them. I think it's his baby.
Okay.
All right.
You are Liliana's father.
She really, because a whole bunch of ran up in her, and she wouldn't have known whose baby it was. So, so she is really beyond. But on to the next clip.
Mr. Benning, you recently appeared in couples court, and it was confirmed that the defendant cheated on you. This infidelity has caused questions regarding your 2-year-old daughter, Robin, and 6-month-old son, Jermaine Jr.'s paternity. Although you are hopeful that both are your children, you now have doubts. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I admit I did cheat, but for certain he's the father. We was together while I got pregnant with Robin.
It actually happened during labor, Your Honor. I was in the hospital sitting across from Kayla as she was pushing this baby out, and I received a text from a guy telling me to leave the hospital because that's his baby and he needs to be there.
What?
I am in labor, like literally in the hospital, and I received a text telling me that the child that I'm waiting to come isn't mine.
I cannot even imagine. I mean, you sitting there waiting for thinking like, I'm about to be a father, waiting for your baby to come out. You get a text message from another dude telling you it ain't your baby. Nah. Shout out to my kid's mom for not putting me through that. Things didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but thank you for being the best mom you could be to our kids. Shout out. Never put me through some junk like that. Peace.
You get the text and you know who it's from.
Yes.
What do? You can't say anything to Miss Bodine while she's in labor, can you?
I just kept going and I signed her birth certificate.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 23-month-old Robin Benning, you are not the father.
Dude, look at her. Straight 304. She knew she was out there. She was going to die on that. That's what pisses me off about these videos. Look at your boy though, dude. Look how broke up he is.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, comes to 6-month-old Jermaine Benning Jr. It has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
What the?
How do you put him in? He's in the hospital waiting for you to have a baby. And it turns, he's getting text messages telling him they ain't his baby. And then this 6-month-old baby that he thinks is his baby. This woman is out there.
I know the feeling, the excitement that the guy would be feeling waiting for the baby's arrival, you know? And then at one point, while waiting for the baby to be delivered, a bad news will be delivered to you that you're not the father of the baby. I'll be like devastated.
Man, I'm mad as hell right now.
Yeah, and for me, this is so selfish for all the women out there who in the videos to like allow the men take the responsibility, and then they're not even sure who the real father of the baby is. Not just selfish on the part of their partners, but selfish on the part of the baby.
Okay, people want to go out, women want to go out and be freedom, want to go out and be free and sexually express themselves. Do that. But protect yourself. Why do you have to have a baby doing it? Why do you have to have a baby and the baby's life up? You might not even know who the father is. Think about what's going to happen to the child. You cannot be two parents. You can try to be the mom and the dad, but you can't be. You can do your best, but you can't be a dad if you're a mom. You can't be the mentor to a same-sex parent that a son needs to have. You can't do it.
I'm quiet because I'm kind of reflecting. I know that I have the same situation, but it's under different circumstances.
Yeah, but your circumstances ain't the same. So for those of you who don't know, Ching's husband, Carl, passed away about 7 years ago from cancer. So your circumstances are not the same. It's not like you divorced him. It's not like you was running the streets and you was laid up with somebody. You guys were in a loving relationship and your husband passed away. It's not the same thing. You didn't have a choice.
Yeah, but I'm actually reflecting on how my boys will grow up because they don't have male role model to teach them, how to be a man, growing up to be a man, because my family is mostly women and I don't want my kids to grow up with feminine energy. Yeah.
I mean, I feel you. I mean, if it's me, I would love my kids no matter how they choose to live their life, of course. But I feel you, I understand. Luckily, you have Richard in the family, not me. Her brother's name is Richard. But I definitely understand what you're talking about. I do. So again, if you like this video, make sure you leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about this video. I actually love these videos. So you might be seeing a few more videos like this coming along. Let us know what you think. If you don't like them, let us know. If you do like these videos, also let us know. But leave those comments below, especially about these ones, because we chose these purposely to kind of get it cracking. And I ain't gonna lie, she cried before, and I didn't cry. But look, it hits hard because if you're a man, you know how you would feel in this situation.
So if you like this video, check out our other videos.
So with no further ado, for Richie Rich Abroad, my name is Richie Rich.
And this is Chang. We're out.
Deuces.